problem with, you know, just LPing and listening to Spencer ramble about butts.
I'm sorry. I gotta. People come for the content. They said I want to hear opinions about things.
I thought this was gonna be more annoying, but that just leads like immediately out here. So.
I love that. What if somebody missed a world record because they messed up on one of them? Like, you were talking about Gunner Maniac the other day. He was doing it's like Pokemon Gold, like glitch, manipulous, so no manipulation, and he missed the world record by 2 seconds. And when he started the game, he forgot to change his rival's name from Silver to A. So literally, that is 2 seconds.
That's awesome.
So like he would have tied or beaten the record if he just would have changed the name to A instead of Silver. So that's pretty hilarious. Not even close.
I'm sorry, Spencer. God Gamer Spencer. He has every single world record in Majora's Mask in every single game forever.
Including Condemned 2, by the way.
Especially Condemned 2.
Alright, guess right now, the 80% run of Condemned 2, how long is it?
An hour and a half. It seems like you could just run past everything.
I'll say an hour 45. You have got... Wait, what?
So like 15 minutes.
What's FPS mode? This is hilarious. There's only 3 runs. That can't be right. But it is. Huh. It's 131. You're like exactly right.
Wow.
There's no runs. There's not a single run for 100%. I could be the world record holder. I don't know what 100%. I don't know what 100% means. How is a game like that can be beaten in an hour and a half? How are there only 3 runs? There's only 13 followers. There's 4 runs, 3 players. All right. What about Condemned Criminal Origins?
An hour 15.
I'm gonna say an hour 25. 56 minutes and there's 10 people.
Condemned 1 is way better. I'm sorry, Condemned 2, but you suck.
Dude, this is me. The first place guy is 56 minutes. The 10th place guy, the last one, is 2 hours, 28 minutes. And he's like 40 minutes longer than anyone else. He was just like, I beat the game, I don't care, I'm 10th place. Oh, yeah, 100% would be doing all the stuff at the end of, at the end of the missions where it's like, you got 100%. That's totally what it would be. And that sounds awful. That's cool.
So we're here in Woodfall Temple. I think this is a pretty pleasant first dungeon. Obviously a lot more complicated than the first couple dungeons in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, but the first dungeon in Ocarina of Time, you're in it in like, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Whereas
maybe even less than that.
What's the quickest... What's the absolute quickest you could get here?
First cycle is like half an hour itself. It's like... I would say the quickest, if you knew exactly what you were doing, is like just under an hour.
Right. And that's if you know everything that's going on, whereas you're naturally in the Deku Tree by like 15 minutes or so. Bro, I'm gonna be the world record holder for Condemned 2, Bloodshot. You guys ready? Just like Nick was world record holder for Limbo the Lost. I only world record games I absolutely hate. Too bad something like Haunted Ground is a meme game and would have like a ton of people.
Why would you subject yourself to that terrible game?
I'm actually curious. I'm not even gonna check, but I assume.
I bet there's a bunch of runs.
Yeah. Well, horror stuff is so just generally overplayed. Ruh-roh.
I think for the most part, the Stray Fairy missions in the first 3 temples are completely fine. but the stone temple, absolute garbage. It's such a slog.
Yeah, don't you have to do just like a ton of stuff?
Yeah, there's the inverted and the regular versions of it, but also you have to backtrack because there's a lot of chests that you spawn that only open up in the opposite version of the.
Is that the one that gives you the Great Fairy Sword?
Yeah.
Ugh.
So it's kind of a cool reward, but it's also a game where you get the Gilded Sword, which has 3 attack, which is like as strong as the Bigoron sword, with none of the drawbacks. So it's like it feels kind of pointless to have a sword that has 4 attack in a game where like your sword is always 3 attack, so it's like barely any better.
Right.
And you can't use a shield.
Yo, but is that a Sokoban puzzle in my Zelda?
If Sokoban puzzles were one box, you moved it one time.
Didn't she just say? Didn't she just say? It looks like we can push, but not pull this, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, Link. I don't know, Jod. It looks like you can push this, but for some reason you can't pull it.
My stick.
Why do you need another one?
Yeah, I need another one in that room. Just because I didn't swing my sword. Oh, okay. Just stick right there. Thank you, good game design.
Could you imagine? Up. Question of the part, because this is probably a second video at this point. And if not, who cares? We have 2 questions of the part. Big Whoop, want to fight about it? Remember that guy from Family Guy? Yeah, so what? I'm tiny. Big Whoop. Want to fight about it? Yeah, it's a secret encampment like in Hogan's Heroes. Big Whoop. Want to fight about it? Seth MacFarlane. Bring season 1 back. Bring season 1 energy at Family Guy back. Never ever.
Never ever.
What the hell was I going to say before I got into... Oh, yeah. What is your favorite... This is for everyone. What is your favorite dungeon in Zelda history, 3D or 2D?
That's a good question.
Right? Now, and before everyone just starts talking about how much they love the water dungeon from Ocarina of Time, which I get it, is amazing.
I definitely think that... Actually, do you know that ZFG's favorite temple in Ocarina of Time is the water temple? And I don't think it's...
but that's because he, like, has it memorized and stuff.
Yeah.
The first time
I think,
through, it is annoying.
Yeah, but I do think...
It's overhated.
It's overhated, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely dislike Jabu more in...
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead... yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say...
Please, dragonflies, don't be in line. Please, 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 please. Awesome.
What?
Awesome. I knew I shouldn't have been, lazy.
It actually sends you back, holy crap.
I mean, it's like 30 seconds.
Oh, you can push that as Deku. I'm surprised. Alright, so... I'm gonna say... I forget if it's the 6th or the 5th dungeon, so please forgive me, Zelda fans. But the one in Link's Awakening where you fight that Staphos mini-boss over and over again, I'm gonna say that one.
It's a good one.
I really enjoy, and that's very unique too, right? There's not a lot of Zelda ones where you fight the same like mini-boss multiple times, and it's cool because you have to kind of figure out like where is he going next. So there is a little bit of backtracking along with it. Also, if it was easier to figure out, I would say the, I forget what it's called. The Falcon Tower in Link's Awakening, the 7th one, where you have to throw the balls to knock the tower down.
Dude,
but...
can these dragonflies notice me?
Notice me, Senpai? But it's kind of complicated to figure that out, because the way you completely change the temple is so cool.
You.
Yeah, now at that point, if you hit it going up, it would kill him anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of good answers there. I also like the,
I really like the Spirit Temple in Ocarina of Time. That might be my favorite.
Oh, that one's cool.
Despite me not necessarily liking the game like a whole ton, I also really like the Sky Temple in Twilight Princess. The double claw shot is such a good idea for an item. Definitely the high point of that game.
There's also the...
Unfortunately, I think all the Wind Waker's temples are like garbage.
The one in Link to the Past, where it's in the village, and you have to have that girl follow you around until she gets to... That was 2 hits. Oh, because of the...
Yeah, Power Crush, though.
Power Crush. So that the one where she becomes the boss once she hits the light is very cool as well.
That's a really cool one.
Very cool. Also, my least favorite one of all time is from potentially the best game in the series. You boys ready for this? And girls? I don't know if... Is there a thing where it tells us what percentage of our subs are guys and girls? It has to be 95% guys.
Oh, easily.
Wait, what will you do?
I just want to land on the middle platform first before I do that.
Oh, okay. Anyway, my least favorite of all time is the ice dungeon in Link to the Past. Link to the Past. Remember that one? It's like
that one's pretty good.
It's like 10 basements big, and I just freaking hate it. I also really, really hate the meme of slippery ice. I understand ice in real life is slippery, but having to put it into every game is... I don't like it. So there. I'm sorry. I know everyone's a huge fan of that one.
I'm this frog.
This is a cool mini boss, especially for the first dungeon.
Yeah, for sure.
And it immediately makes use of the item you just got 30 seconds ago.
Which is interesting because the actual dungeon boss of this place, Odolwa, I think his name is a very weird boss that, like, barely does anything with either the Deku or the bow. It's mostly just a sword brawl.
Yeah, that's true.
So talking about the...
and you don't have to be Deku, right?
So talking about the elephant of Majora's Mask, the remake or port for 3DS changed a lot of stuff mechanically. Some better, a lot worse. And one thing that they try to do is that they try to make all the bosses more traditional in terms of like modern Zelda design. Of like they have like an invulnerable period, you have to do something specific, and then they have like a very obvious like weak point that opens up. It's usually like some big eye. And I can sort of understand where Ao Numo is coming from, because some bosses like Odolwa can be like very weird and frantic. But some of the bosses in Majora's Mask 3D are like the worst in any Zelda. And specifically Twin Rova, the way that they changed that is like the worst thing ever.
Which one's that again?
That's the giant mask one.
Oh, okay.
They changed it so you can't use your sword, because your sword growing with you doesn't really make like a whole ton of sense. But they instead changed it to you just like punching Twin Rova, and then you have to punch it, and then you do this like wrestling move where you like flip it with your hands and like slam it on the ground. Which sounds kind of cool, but you have to do it like 10 times per boss. It is such a slog. Overall, I am not a fan of Majora's Mask 3D. Yeah.
This is a tough one.
Aiming in this game is not great, and I am also not super great at aiming in the first place.
I will have to look into the changes for the 3DS one.
They changed a lot of stuff. The Deku is like more sluggish and just feels like kind of awful. And specifically, they changed the Zora swimming, so like, you know, like how like cool and awesome it feels in this game. They changed it so you can only do the full sprint swimming when you're using your magic power, which is just a baffling change. It makes it feel so much worse.
Yeah, why change something that's good?
There's definitely a lot of quality of life stuff that's nice, but overall, it just felt like they were like compensating.
Wait, you didn't get the thing yet?
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay. Oh, I see. There's 2.
Okay, I hope they gotta have 11. Of course I don't.
Are you serious?
Alright, so what one did I miss? Oh, right. I'm stupid.
Yeah, the one you just...
Yeah, just spawned. Okay.
And do you have to get that thing in the corner over there? Oh, you're going to it now.
And there's 4 in this room. So we're good.
4! Yeah, the abilities you get for the Great Fairy stuff is usually very worth it. And just, I don't know, feels good. So, it's annoying. Even in the first one, like, you know, you gotta really look around, but...
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad in any of the dungeons except for the stone.
I don't know. I'm really, really not a fan of the Goron dungeon. I've never been a fan of that one.
It's alright.
I would definitely prefer this or the Zora one, if I recall. But I specifically remember the Goron one being very confused constantly. And my brain is small, but still. Is this timed?
No.
Usually it makes a noise if it's timed, but I wasn't sure. We did it, lads.
We're making it happen.
Is this the one that makes the really weird noises?
Yeah.
It's almost like tribal kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it definitely is like that.
But this boss is definitely, for a first impression for a boss, it feels very strange. And his AI is so weird, I cannot figure out what's actually going on.
So are you supposed to knock him over with the Deku in the middle?
No, the Deku Leaf is just for escaping the fire that he spawns sometimes, but even that is like, you really don't need to. And there's bombs on the side, I don't know why.
Do people like the Ocarina 3DS remake?
It's so faithful. It's like basically the same game, but with like gyro aiming. Dude, come on.
Weird that they changed the Majora's Mask one.
It's because Aonuma is embarrassed of this game. And it's like, he did a lot of interviews during the production of Majora's Mask 3D, and like, his attitude during the entire like process is like, he definitely did not want to do a Majora's Mask remake. He does not like this game.
Did he make it first? Or did he...
He was one of the directors.
Interesting. Even with... I mean, even back when it came out, it got universal praise, right?
He's weird.
It's not one of those games... You know, like, there's games that come out and people are like, it sucks. And then 10 years later, they're like, actually, it's a masterpiece. It was never like that for Majora's Mask. People liked it from the beginning. Right? I mean, it didn't get the universal praise that Ocarina of Time did, but for 20 years, people have been like, Majora's Mask is the best one, you know?
I don't know.
So
his mentality for this game is very strange. It really shows with the Majora's Mask 3D remake. They changed so much stuff to the point of, I don't know,
It being
like
kind of a different game.
like an overcompensating.
Interesting. These are all Ray Romanos.
I do like that people generally feel as if that the 3D remakes are or for this game specifically, are just not very good. So that's nice.
Yeah, I got a beard or mustache or whatever.
I'm built like this guy. I'm 80% legs, and then I'm just a head with arms attached.
Literally lost the world record. Literally lost the world record.
I'm trying to go fast.
But it's a slow song. Do you only play the song one time?
Yep. Because it doesn't do nothing before all four are saved. What time? Oh. It's not 3 over here. Alright. Just gonna do a. Maybe one or. Nah, probably nothing.
Oh, no. Yeah, let's go. Call us. Okay, Navi, I guess you can understand ancient giant.
Tattle. It's not Navi.
Wait, what happened to Navi?
That's Navi just like disappears at the end of Ocarina of Time. Like she travels on the top of the Temple of Time for like no reason. That's actually the entire reason that Link is like exploring outside of Hyrule to find her. She just randomly decide to leave.
Oh, I honestly.
They show that in like the first like paragraph of text in this game. It's like Link is looking for a friend, and it's implied to be Navi. Why, yes, I have.
I mean, can't you tell by my bunny mask? What if you were wearing like a super silly mask, like the postman's hat or something?
Or like
that?
a Great Fairy mask.
Yeah.
I mean, it would definitely just be on.
Yeah, that's true. No,
those background like fly eater plants. Kind of look at their weird tongues.
That's weird. I was gonna say the one where it dances, but you can't do stuff while wearing that, right?
No, but it definitely looked weird.
Heh. What if time was about to run out right now? I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing. You would just... Oh no, except for the Great Fairy stuff. You would have to get all the Great Fairies, or the fairies again. It's another case of... isn't this girl, like, annoying or, like, punches her dad or something like that?
I mean, her dad's an idiot.
Yeah, that's also true.
I definitely think he deserves it.
Yet another hasty decision, father. Seething.
Mr. Judd.
Dude, if only.
Put Julian in there. Yeah, I'm just gonna give the Deku Princess back and then exchange the Stray Fairies.
Okay.
And we'll have time to do Condemned 2, I promise. I'm sorry.
No, we're good. I mean, if you want to do a half hour more, and then I'll just skip Condemned 2, I'm fine with that too. Like if you have more planned.
Well, I don't want to leave the Xbox on for a million years, and you're probably just gonna forget what to do.
What? Bobby.
It's fine. We'll just do a half hour Condemned.
Alright. I mean, yeah, we gotta move on to... Monkey! Open this bottle.
Where?
Can't do nothing about it.
Fat belly. Women, am I right?
Hey, sorry about that, monkey. Why, yes. We did it, lads. I don't even remember what it is.
It's the mess ascents, one of the most worthless mess in the game. But getting it is fun. We'll do that next part.
Wait, you don't just get it?
No, he makes you do like an obstacle course.
Oh!
But the obstacle course is fun!
I don't like fun. I like things to be handed to me. I want to press start and the game's like, you won. I'll be like, yeah. That was easy button. You're just pressing it. It's like, you win, bro.
Oh, whoops.
It's unironically over. We have no chance. Chat, tell us below. Are we cooked?
Can I make this?
Wow. It's like they tried that. Oh, Great Fairy!
I just want to definitely get the Great Fairy reward because I have definitely gotten all the stray fairies and then cycle reset because I forgot.
Nah, they're all coming.
I actually did that with Stonehead Temple. I was so mad.
Oh my god. Of all temples, too. Heh. At that point, I would just quit. Hi.
Thanks.
Oh, I thought it was the magic for this one.
No, that's the second one.
Oh.
This one's alright with the Kokiri sword, but it's really good with the Gilded sword. Although I don't really use it too much because I'm scared of ruining the stick on the N64 Switch controller. Because it definitely just feels like the original stick. And it's probably like gonna break in 1 second.
I wonder if the part's the same as the ones we get in.
I don't know.
Show it, show it, show it, show it.
Oh.
Yeah. We did it, lads.
Alright, we'll finish up all the stuff after this.
Warning. Alright, lads and ladettes, thank you very much for watching. We will do more Majora's Mask things next time, and bye.